Hello, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I'm your host, Airsoft Al, and welcome to another Media Reviews. Today we are covering the newest releases for, of course, Mass Effect Arks. Mass Effect Arks being, of course, this interesting little story of what would happen if Arks carrying the last bastion of humanity were to end up in, Mass Effect universe? And, of course, how would that be affected? We've already seen how things go. We've already seen how the universe has changed, and 50 years have passed. The galaxy, as a whole, is doing okay. I mean, yeah, the Batarians got raided by the Krogan because the Batarians thought it'd be a good idea to piss off the Krogan, the Space Vikings, and they got raided because of it. And you know what? Things are doing okay. Things are looking nice. Zion, the first Gaian colony, well, technically not being led by a Gaian, but you know what? Parents are going to let their kids have a little bit of freedom to a certain degree. They still want peace in their lives. And that's exactly what Zion is. Zion is basically the kids wanting to get out of the house, but their parents are worried for them. I completely understand it. Totally get it. Saren, of course, is there as part of the detachment that is there to help guard Zion. And, of course, there is the maidens. You know, they're there as a congregation. There's this little congregation of maiden, the goddess's chosen few. And, of course, there's the Alchemic Academy there as well. You know, they need to keep they need to keep alchemy alive. As well as, of course, the Turian bending arts. And yes, bending as in Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra bending. Moving on. The big thing, though, ladies and gentlemen, is that it just gets really, really good. It legitimately is a fun ride. And things are looking really, really good. Yeah. Why is that Alliance ship there?
I don't like where this is going.
Yeah, nothing could be good for long, because of course the Alliance is now here, and we are now at what Merc has called, aka Shadow Trooper of course, is called the 7-Day War Arc.
Seriously?
What?
I just heard you get hard.
And kind of fitting for the 7-Day War. You know, kind of an iconic number, a religious number, lucky number. It's just how it is. But, ladies and gentlemen, things do not go as easy. I mean, yes, the first part is very much so reminiscent of course, Halo Reach, because Merc did say he did play and take inspiration from Halo Reach, and oh boy, did he. And let's just say things don't exactly go well at first. The Alliance comes in, begins occupying the main city, except, of course, for the west, east, and south portion. The north we'll get to a little bit later on, but when the Alliance starts spreading out, and they start heading to the west, because maps have indicated that it is, of course, well, the main military command post, it ain't there. Instead, they get miles and miles of trenches. And let's just say some Germans are getting some World War I flashbacks. Not only that, but of course, the biggie is that apparently the military complex that was there pulled an Evangelion and basically just retreated into the ground. In the south, it's basically the Toyota Wars. And, of course, Rhodesia.
All Rhodesians, and we'll fight through thick and thin. We'll keep our land a free land from the enemy coming in. We'll keep them north of the Zambezi to let rivers running dry. And this mighty land will prosper, for Rhodesians never die.
Which means that they basically have a space version of FNFALs and G3 battle rifles. And to the east, well, the Alliance come upon some villages, some rice fields, some things that kind of reminiscent of a certain conflict that we're not going to talk about, because if we do, we're not talking about it. We're not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it, because if I do, you do not want me to talk about it. Oh no. Oh no.
Good
No! 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 I am the Arks, and I speak for the trees! If for some fucking reason the speaking be ebony! Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay. So yeah, that's the Eastern Front in a nutshell. That conflict. Moving on to the North, finally. In the North, it's basically the Highlands and the Arks. As soon as the squad of basically made up of a Scotsman, an Englishman, an Irish woman, and an American basically shoot up, they keep being told to fuck off. When in reality, they're being told where they're supposed to go because the castle is named Fuck Off. And they have a big old cannon that's literally called a Fuck Off Cannon. And at the end of it all, they basically, the English commander just fuck it.
Alright, I gotta leave, okay?
John, we just started. Come on, man.
Listen, there's a lot to see in this life. Not wasting it here.
Fuck it. I am not dealing with this shit. Just rips off his insignias, slams him down in a bar at the fucking pub, and tells him, we're your prisoners until such time that the war's over.
Winchester, have a nice cold pint and wait for all this to blow over.
And of course, when they're told that Cuchulainn, or Cuchulainn, as other people want to call him, basically are there, they turn to the Irish chick and she tells them she ain't showing him the fucking tits. I swear to God, if she ain't pregnant by the end of this, it's gonna be fucking hilarious if she is, though, because let's face it, Cuchulainn does actually have a thing for women, especially some attractive, strong women, so if by the end of it she is pregnant because she decided to shack up with him in his little, his little home, yeah, that's gonna be great. But what's going on in the occupied zones? Well, in the occupied zones, the Alliance at first didn't understand a fucking thing that was saying, and they were basically not being very popular with the people. To the point that actual full-blown riots were coming out. Full-on demonstrations to the occupation. And when they do finally get translators, they're basically being told to get the hell off our land. This occupation is illegal. Literally, being basically told to get the hell out of here or we'll fight you for every inch of land. And that's what they do. Because in the last chapter, day 4 of this war, the Turian citizens in the Turian section of the city pull a Les Miserables and erect barricades to their section. Full on fighting basically fighting the system's alliance. Not only that, but we do know that the actual Citadel fleets, as well as the Turian Federation, are on their way. Not only that, but we find out that Saren has a wife and kid, and we don't know what happened to them, and we can only hope that they do survive. If they don't, that just adds to Saren's character and basically gives motivation of why he hates humanity, or at least why he hates the system's alliance. Not only that, but before the conflict even began, Saren was named literally Fedorian's child, as in Sky Marshal Fedorian's daughter's godfather. Which, that can just add to a lot of things. And the name of the child? Shepherd Fedorian. As in, she is the shepherd that will help lead the Gaians safely. Fucking symbolism left and goddamn right, ladies and gentlemen. And I love it! Aside, of course, from the Eastern Front being... The Western Front is literally the West, the North, the East, the South, even the center. The Systems Alliance thinks they're doing good when in reality, they're basically being told, you fucked up and we will make you bleed until you leave our home. Even when on day 4 a massive counteroffensive is made, even the battle cry of, "We are Zion!"
This is Zion! And we are not afraid!
I see what you did there, you son of a bitch. I see what you did there. And again, the entire thing is really good. I didn't want to spoil much in terms of the characters and how things are going on in the 7-day war 4 days in, because my god, people, you gotta read this for yourself. You gotta look at this for yourself. This is legitimately entertaining and very, very good. And I cannot wait for the next 3 days of this conflict, as well as the post-war, literal, what happens post-war. Because let's face it, post-war, when the Systems Alliance and the fucking Citadel, not to mention the other factions within Citadel space, are at the actual peace tables here. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Tavros is having her kid. We hope she has a good she has a very healthy childbirth of, delivering her child. But when all is said and done, and they are sitting down at the negotiation tables, I can already imagine a pseudo-Cold War at the beginning. Because let's face it, the Systems Alliance did not step forward on their good foot. They did not. Meaning that they are going to be on very, very thin fucking ice. From everyone. Not only that, but revelations of the fact that literally there are more humans, and apparently Earth is not dead, will cause a lot of academic confusion. Although, if I'm to give my own theory on this, we saw at the beginning, in the opening chapter, that basically they portaled in. In my opinion, different dimension. Multiverse theory. They come from a different timeline. They come from a different galaxy. The Gaians did. You may call me crazy if you want, but that's my theory on that subject. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the 4 days, from day 0 to day 4 of the 7-day war, down in the comment section down below. And if you want to go read this yourself, down in the pinned comment is, of course, the links. Not just the Wattpad link, but even the AO3 link to Mass Effect Arks. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking forward to the next chapter. As well as the post-war cleanup and the post-war rebuild of Zion. As well as the tense relationships and the pseudo-Cold War between the Citadel space and the Systems Alliance. And whether or not we see if Shepard, from the Systems Alliance side, is born, and how Shepard Fedorian will be raised. As well as the years going forward. But till next time, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Airsoft Al, and I shall see all you lovely, lovely people in the next media reviews. Till next time, later!